言うことは一つだけ。絶対負けねえ。この俺がゴールを守る以上、必ず勝たせてやる。若林源三をなめるな。
How's it going, everyone? It's Nothing Excess here with another player analysis video, and it's for Genzo. It's for Dreamfest Genzo. I told you all he was coming. No one wanted to believe me. I told you all he was green. No one wanted to believe me. Here we are. It was Green Genzo all along. Let's take a look at what this character has to offer. As it's the character we've all been waiting for. I mean, at least if you're a green player, right? The first Dreamfest goalkeeper has arrived. It is, of course, Genzo Wakabayashi. He boasts the highest total stats of any goalkeeper in the game, and he is both number 1 in both catching, 12,993, and punching, 12,175. This boy, he's not playing around. There's a lot of stuff to talk about first. How good is he actually? Stats don't usually tell the whole story, of course, so we have to look at how each of his contemporaries fare compared to him and how strong he can be depending on his skills. This Genzo doesn't seem to really work all that well with perfect SGK catch, but I see the temptation. Why is jumping SGK good? Well, it's because it's too grossly efficient. Despite being just 490, which is, I mean, it's still pretty strong. It's better than SGK catch. The real thing is that despite you leaving 20 momentum on the table because you didn't take perfect SGK catch, you're actually gaining 50 stamina in terms of that. It's also cheaper in stamina than SGK catch itself, so it is just probably the most efficient catching skill in the entire game. And considering the fact you have 1073 stamina, you're going to be using it a lot. It's draining him is going to be almost impossible as a result, especially considering he has 455 power. He has a 455 power punch that only costs 210 stamina. So if you level that punch up also, like at least to like 30 for the Dream Cup, it'll be very difficult to drain your stamina with literally anything. And besides, there's like a bunch of A skills that you may already have leveled up that you can pull off to give to him. There's just a whole lot of stuff you can do. He comes with a punch as strong as Salinas', and he's better than him right out of the gate. But then, perfect SGK is still the king of catches at 512 power, so a lot of you are going to be tempted. I'm not going to recommend it one way or the other. I'm going to show you the numbers, and I will leave it to you whether you want to do that or not. So, first, let's take the liberty of assuming you're not going to hybrid limit break him. Listen, don't do it, okay? There's no reason to. He's a catcher first and foremost, so we're going to punch that. He's going to get to 14,493 catch. So let's compare the previous 4 top goalkeepers rather quickly here. Dreamfest Genzo with jumping SGK, which is 490. Remember, these are all limit broken to their main ability, so if you hybrid limit break, it's not the same. But if you limit break the main skill primarily, this is what it'll look like. Jumping SGK will get to 81,670, and against Japan, it's only 71,017. Remember, his passive is plus 15% against non-Japanese players, which is a little bit different to what the other goalkeepers would do, but it also means it's less random, and you don't have to calculate it. You'll just always know, oh, that's a Japanese player shooting? Okay, it's going to be this. Is it a non-Japanese player? Okay, it's going to be this. But it doesn't have to do with position, anything weird like that. No, it's just always your stat. Anyway, Mueller's windmill catch, 490, so he gets 82,425 if his passive is active, so he has the advantage here in his first save in that no matter what he's facing, he gets the bigger save. However, once passive runs out, he's actually much weaker than Dreamfest Genzo. Obviously, it's never going to be 0%, it'll always be something, but let's say you're like full power and you're just using the last of his stamina, he will be significantly weaker. Morisaki has a similar problem. Super Gutsy GK is 485, so if you do have 30% passive, yeah, you are going to actually be quite stronger. You're going to be 8,901, but if you run yourself out of your passive, you're only going to be at 62,232, quite a bit weaker. Godzo himself, his perfect SGK is 510, so if you shoot at him from outside the box, he is a lofty 82,714, but if you shoot at him from up close, he's only 68,928. So in a weird way, Dreamfest Genzo will always be better than Godzo, even with the skill disparity. Like even if you use jumping SGK versus perfect SGK, for the main reason that it's very hard. It's not hard at all, actually, to get close to a goalkeeper. really, passers exist all over the game already, and 1-2s are prevalent. If you're having trouble getting in close to a goalkeeper, that one's on you, right? Especially considering that there's a lot of characters with good high shots now. Anyways, Selena's perfect save is about 455, so he caps out at 71k if you have safety zone on. And playing, he's just 59k, 59,698. So in a sense, Dreamfest Genzo's jumping SGGK against Japanese players is almost as good as Selena's perfect fine save if you were to specifically get in the right conditions of trying to use it outside of the box. So I think Dreamfest Genzo is by large and by far way better than Selena's. Other notes, Dreamfest Genzo, if you use SGGK, he caps out at 79.1k against non-Japanese players and 68.8k against Japanese players. If you give him perfect SGGK, he does reach 85k once limit broken, which is very nice. And again, this is going to be the temptation, right? You're going to want to get that extra almost like 3,000 save. Like it's actually like 3,500 save. And I'm not going to tell you not to do it. I would have trouble with it because I don't have a dupe of that Genzo, so I wouldn't feel comfortable doing it. I feel comfortable with jumping SGGK almost entirely simply because it's so much cheaper. I'll be able to use it more. It'll give you more longevity. But I will understand if some of you just desperately want to be able to stop the most powerful shots you see. So there is that. And also against Japanese players, it does give you an extra cushion of about 2,900 in terms of catch before you even start counting actual buffs. So I get it. Now for his non-limit broken SGGK double punch, which is also 455, you will get up to 65,000 against non-Japanese players and 56,533 against Japanese players. That's not crazy impressive, but it's pretty good, you know. Now, in summary, well, yes, he's very strong. Is he broken? Not really. He is very good. He's quite reliable and consistent. Unlike a full body stand goalkeeper, he's not going to get tired and weaker the more you use him, which is the big problem with a unit like Mueller. And unlike a safety zone goalkeeper, he's not suddenly non-existent when you break into the penalty area like Gaza or Salinas. But the biggest problem with him is that he's very hard countered by red Japanese players. Red Japan really is going to smell weakness here. Obviously, like, Red Aoi is going to be a terror even more than he normally is. So, like, you're not going to have... I mean, he's going to be stronger against Red Aoi than, for example, Greenzo. Because he is significantly stronger than Greenzo. But, I mean, it's still going to be World Cup Red Aoi just making you feel bad about your life decision of playing green. But at the very least, it's just, like, just him, right? Now, don't be surprised if you see people who are running red start to run Roaring Thunder on the bench if they don't have... Crashing Lightning Hyuga. And the main reason before that is people forgot that Roaring Thunder Hyuga got that GK killer buff, and that makes him actually crazy good because his base shot is like high 11,000. And with GK killer 10% and Raiju shot leveled up to like 30 in the Dream Cup, that guy as a backup is going to be zany. Also, this Genzo still doesn't do anything about hidden ability Misaki, so sorry those of you who thought that hidden ability Misaki would one day become a thing of the past. I apologize. That's never going to happen. You're just going to have to deal with it. Also, generally, since you're not good or very good at high or very high balls, or low balls, sorry, you're just not going to be able to deal with anything in the air still. But to be fair, no one does. Only Ken gets that distinction. So when they eventually do release Dreamfest Ken, which, by the way, if you read the survey, you'll notice that they spoiled all the Dreamfest possible characters. So all those characters are coming at some point on Dreamfest. So just read that and you'll know. So yeah, Ken will be good against high balls, and that's pretty much it. Pros, most consistent goalkeeper in the game, okay? His passive doesn't really rely on enemy position or current stamina, only on the opponent you face. Your jumping SGGK is insanely efficient, and he is equally good at punching pre-limit break than he is at catching pre-limit break. His worst skill is probably better than Selena's best. His worst situation. Cons, weak against Japanese players. Red Japan should see success against Green Japan teams as a result, or just any green team that decides to run Genzo. So, again, I think that Red is not too worried. Blue is a little worried, and anything that's non-Japanese is worried. So Red Europe actually not entirely convinced that they see this and go, oh yeah, we can beat him. They're gonna see him and go, ah, crap, because that is a lot of save, and it's not that hard to give Genzo 40% on the field between hidden abilities and team skills. So be careful for that. If you're running Red Europe and you're really committed to Red Europe, this guy is gonna stop a lot of your nonsense, and it's gonna feel bad. But it is what it is. I think Green kind of needed someone who could stand up to all of that, considering that every other goalkeeper in the game kind of stood up to it already. Now for a limit break, you're gonna go 25 catch, 25 power, and 25 technique. And a lot of you are going to remember, oh, but you talked about like Mueller and Morisaki and how characters like that, it's really good to do a hybrid build, etc., etc. And I'm just gonna tell you something, okay? All right. The reason hybrid works is because you need to maximize your stamina for full body stand, okay? And that's actually the reason you have to maximize your stamina, and that's why you need punching to be so much stronger. You don't have that problem here with Genzo. Your punching is always strong anyway. It's already so basically high from the get-go. And you have an S punch skill, and all your other stuff, like, you don't really need it to be that much crazy stronger. You'll use it when the time comes for it to be useful. So here's just a quick note on hybridization for this unit. Don't you dare. Are we clear? Good. I'm happy. Anyways, going over to his stats. Stamina, he's got 1073 for his punch and his catch. They're very high. I know that the punch looks much weaker, but at the end, that's only a difference of about that's like a little bit over 800 in total. As you can see, his high ball and low ball are still nothing, and that means that punch 12.9k, almost 13,000, and punch 12.1k. He's just crazy strong, crazy strong. Anyways, for a skill build, you're gonna take jumping SGK catch, obviously, because you start with it. You're gonna have SGK double punch, just don't delete it. And if you have a version of SGK catch, like most of you who were waiting for this unit do, pass it to him for now, and then give him a one-handed catch and a uppercut defense. A lot of you are gonna have a high-level leftover SGK catch from a previous version of Genzo. Put it on here and use it while you level up jumping SGK catch. You can take off the SGK catch once jumping SGK catch gets to a comfortable level, like, you know, the same, or just somewhere within striking range of the same momentum, and then you can give the SGK catch to somebody else, or just have it hovering around. Just don't keep it on your inventory, because you're going to want to replace it. Obviously, also take a one-handed catch and a uppercut defense. Because uppercut defense is wildly cheap for how strong it is. Use it when people try to test you with garbage from way too far. It's basically the same as one-handed catch, but way cheaper in stamina. So if people shoot from like a bazillion years away, a bazillion light years away, just punch that stuff. Remember that SGK catch is only here temporarily, because eventually you are going to replace it with like C super catch. Once you're done, you safely remove the skill card. And the main reason you want C super catch is white shots. And you're gonna go, what? Well, listen, you can't tell if a white shot is going to proc a critical or not, because it's a white shot. And C Super Catch will catch all white shots, regardless of it, whether they proc a critical or not. Because a white catch will sometimes give up a goal to a rainbow white shot that's a little too close, so you gotta be careful about that. Also, it helps against desperate, terrible shots that you can't quite white catch, like someone shoots like a humongous shot from midfield, like it's a miracle flying drive shot, and you kind of don't want to white catch that, because sometimes you'll give up the goal, but you'll super catch it all day. Now, of course, you could always just take CSGK punch. It will be significantly weaker in terms of stats, but since it's a 200 punch versus a 165 catch, you may be better off there. It may just be better off in terms of stamina rating, but however, since it's a punch, there is a forward up close, may not be good for you. So, you know what? Do what feels right. So, that's pretty much it for my analysis of Genzo. The only thing left is to try to pull him, so here we go. Now, normally I wouldn't put a video with my face on it for an actual video, right? I wouldn't use my camera, but a lot of you have expressed interest in seeing whether my reaction would be, what my reaction would be like, depending on whether I got Genzo or not. And so I was encouraged to use my camera for the pulls, especially since last time I got a green Genzo of any kind. I also had a camera on, so maybe it impacts the luck a little bit. We don't know. So we're gonna go for it. Everything's fine except the time. I normally pull at 0 1s because I'm a superstitious freak. But we'll go for it. So let's see what we get from here. That's crazy loud. Alright, well, the additional players on the banner are Nita, Misaki, and Aoi. I'll cover them some other time. We're not going to cover them yet. Oh, okay. No good. That's rude. It's not going to be anything, but it's rude to show me both of those things. We'll let it rock. Alright. Bunch of garbage, I see. Oh. Oh, we gotta sell some crap. We'll do this. I don't need Roberto's notebooks right now. So we'll go back and we'll try this again. Let's see what we get. And go. Now, shoutouts to Ibrahim, who donated $80, kind of out of the blue in the middle of me streaming some rules for a tournament. Okay, this looks better because there's also red text. This is something. Alright, let's go Genzo. Just give me Genzo. Get me out of the vortex already. Roberto is a blow up. Let's see. Well, that's rude. Oh. That's not even the right green Diaz. That's particularly rude of the game. Okay, well. Let's see. I think it knows that I'm green. I play green and it's Genzo, and so it's not going to give me green Genzo. It's just, but we'll see. I'm feeling. We'll throw a single to round up the transfer points at one of these, and then we'll keep going. We'll throw some singles. We'll see what happens. Okay, this looks okay. No longer looks okay. That's garbage. Oof. I got 2 different ones. Alright. Let's kick some singles. Let's wash out the RNG a little bit. Let's just get the RNG out of the way. Jesus. People out here just hosting. It is what it is. Probably nothing. It's nothing. But you gotta look for it, right? Cool. Let's kick one more time. The big one. I just like the evenness of the number. After this, I think I'll wait a little bit and probably try kicking again. We'll look through the banner or something. Ooh. Okay, this is something, most likely. Red text and red flares. Memories. Okay, this is good. We got one flip. Hopefully this is Genzo. I just want to be done with this. I don't like streaming or showing gacha, honestly. It's all the way at the end. It's gonna make me wait. Flip something on the way. Maybe not. Oh. Interesting. Well, he's certainly a player I did not have before, so I can't be like mad, right? Like I can only be like, why? So let's go back a little bit. Let's briefly look at the banner rates if I can, because I feel like Genzo's also not. He's like in the same banner with like 1 billion people, right? So let's see. Alright, cool. Yeah, we saw what you got. And then all these other nerds. What are the probabilities here? 321, it's time to kick. But I want to see the probabilities first. Before I kick at 321, the real time. 42, it's like less than 0.5%. It's so bad. Well, nothing to it. If I could get Santana, I could probably get this guy. Let's see. It's looking bad. You gotta rip through, maximize the amount of kicks at 321. Alright, let's see, what else? Come on. Alright. Is it gonna be on the last one? You never know. Here's one. Don't look like a flip. Okay, so we gotta hope. Hope against hope. Ah, ugly. Well, there's Genzo. It's just not the one we're looking for. A lot of his espadas. It's real rude. Just show me espadas. Alright, well, we've already kicked with Ibrahim, so now it's time for us to kick. Basically me. So I used Ibrahim's donation, which was going to go towards this no matter what, and now I'm gonna use my part. So here we go. Really? Alright. I was gonna say. So here we go. Let's see. If I don't get him in this much, I'm pretty much done. I'm not gonna go crazy over it. It wouldn't be my first Dreamfest failure. I can wait. Ooh. That doesn't mean anything. It's just white text and all that other stuff. Alright, so this is like some Bay levels of not getting anything right now. So that's rough. Pretty rough. Let's see what else. Okay, let's jump out, come back. None of these things are actually things that matter. Oh god, really? Dude, you know what? Just hold on. You know what characters I really don't care about? Any of these. It's like I don't need any of this. Just get out of my inventory. I have so many of you. Yeah, whatever. Get out. Yikes, man. Alright. So, let's give this a couple more tries. Let's kick some singles. Raise the amount of tension and drama in the room. As I am wont to do. I think singles are whatever. They have the same rate as anything else. I just think that they're a very painfully slow way to die in this game, so I don't normally do them. It could be something, but probably not. It could still be something, but still probably not. Oh man, it showed me everything, but it's probably not good enough. Yeah. That happens. The game's like, look at all these cool signs that sort of make you think it's what you want, and the game's like, but it's not. Red text. It needs to stop doing this, man. Be more obvious about the failures, please. Don't give me any of this false hope. I'd rather you not give me any false hope, please. Just show me like one guy and nothing else, you know? Perfect. That's how I know it sucked. This silly smiling idiot. I'm actually surprised the banner is all fully Japanese, but also at the same time I'm kind of not. Garbage. Alright, cool. Here we go. Last 3 ones, at least of today, you know, like, we'll see. We'll see. Oh, alright. That's an SSR for sure. Alright, just, come on, Genzo, get me out of here. I want to go to sleep. Sleep would be great. What? Character right now has like a -2 rate of coming out, and yet here we are getting weird green Nachareza. Very good game, very good. Here we go. Okay. Golden flares, girls, good. Flip one. It's Roberto, so flip chance is very low. Just, oh, it's all the way at the end again. Just give me Genzo already. Let me send you to bed happy. Alright. It's one of the plus rate players. I've needed this guy for a hot minute now. What am I gonna do with Nita? Alright. Oh shit. Can't be too mad. Alright. I'm gonna sell 2 just so I have just enough room. Clearly need to clear my inventory. This is the last one, guys. I don't think Genzo's coming. I think Genzo will be a later addition to the squad. But it is what it is. We're here because it's fun, right? Alright. It is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming out here. Thanks for coming out and checking out my video. If you enjoyed the analysis, go ahead and leave a comment, leave a like. If you didn't like the analysis, like the video anyway. And tell me what you think of the banner. Tell me what you think of Genzo. Tell me what you think of it being Nita, Misaki, and Aoi. That's a pretty good combination of units to be giving out. All 3 of them are pretty good. I know a lot of people don't think that the Nita is that good, but I've got bad news for you. That Nita is pretty solid. But people still don't understand that fast utility forwards are actually very useful, and it will be even more useful as the Dream Cup rolls around. So that's probably a lesson that people are just going to have to learn the hard way. It is what it is. Anyways, thanks all for coming out here. Sorry I couldn't deliver you a excited, oh my god, I got Genzo face. It happens. We all knew it was likely to happen. That's how it is. Gacha is a cruel and harsh mistress. So check out some of the other videos. Check out some of the other stuff that we're doing. I will do an analysis of the other 3 units later. But probably... Actually, tomorrow is... Well, maybe tomorrow. We'll see. I'll probably have it by Thursday, more likely. I'll have it, like, I'll announce it for... What? I'll drop it for, like, during the maintenance, so you guys have something to do. So yeah, thanks all for coming out here. I'll see you guys later. Take care of yourselves.